Welcome back, Video Game Voting Vanguard. It's your boy P City Substance, and this is the Video Game Votery. We have another episode of $20 Tuesdays. With the objective on $20 Tuesdays, budget's simple. It's $20. Stay under $20, add to the collection, consoles, games, accessories, what have you. So this week on $20 Tuesdays, having to take a trip across town, the east side of Baltimore. Went to a location, store called Sisquick. They're actually a repair center. I took a couple items out there to be repaired, and they also sell repaired items, I guess, people haven't picked up. So they sell, old consoles. So we went a little bit over budget. We went up to $30 because it was something that I saw that I'd like to add to the collection because I didn't have it. So with that being said, we added this week is Nintendo Gamecube. We got the black model. It was tested, it works. I missed the Gamecube kind of dearly in a sense. This was something that I got, I think, when I was about 16. My first time getting it. And I missed it. I remember, teenage years, about 9th, 10th grade, being after school, hurry up doing homework and go to my friend's house and play Super Smash Brothers for hours on end. And everything else that was on GameCube, that was the main game. We also had Mario Kart and Pokemon and stuff like that, but the main game at that time was Super Smash Brothers. And I just remember that being a thing, probably like 10th, 11th grade year in high school. That was the game. We were playing GameCube every single day. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember right, out of my circle of friends, I was the only one with it. With a GameCube, because everybody else had everything else. I think it was PlayStation 2 out at the time, and Xbox. And my brothers had those already, and I didn't want to get something that they had already. I thought that was pointless. Someone might as well get something different. So I chose to get the GameCube, and I remember when I got it, I ended up getting a couple games with it. I was a real avid sports fan back then, so I remember getting Madden for it. Of course, they got the little disc. I already got a couple games for it. So this was $30. I guess at one point it was repaired. It was console only. I have to get all the connections and everything else. But I did see some on Amazon and eBay. $16 you can get the power supply and get the audio video cable. So I'll be looking at it. And then the gentleman at the store at Sisquick, shout out to them, by the way. I believe his name was Michael, repair guy. If you need any console repairs, go holler at Michael at Sisquick, Harford Road, Baltimore County. So he was explaining to me that they now have connections that will make the GameCube HDMI output through HDMI and actually give it a high definition output. How well it is, I couldn't tell you because I haven't experienced it yet. But he's also telling me that it was little more on the expensive side. He was saying about $100. I'm not so sure if it's worth it because I do still have audio video connections even on the newer HD TVs. So I don't think it's worth spending that. I mean, unless the GameCube is like your number one console, you feel like you want in as high def as possible, then by all means. And then they also have a connector to make the controller Bluetooth, which is interesting. I think that's awesome that they still are coming up with things aftermarket and still supporting the older gen consoles. So I think that's pretty awesome. He actually had one there on the location. I think that was pretty cool. And I think it's awesome to still have that support out there. Another thing, I was talking to a friend. I was saying how Nintendo almost kind of has like your capabilities to kind of play or use your old accessories, like the GameCube controller. You were able to use on the Wii, the Wii U, and also on the Nintendo Switch with the addition of an adapter, and I believe that's under $20. So I think that's pretty cool. If you have a controller, you can actually use that. That's another option versus Pro Controller, which I have. But, if you wanted something more like a grippy feel, you want a controller feel because, the Switch, the Joy-Cons, when you slide those in the grip, it is a little small and don't quite give you that controller feel. So I would imagine some gamers are not fans of that. It's not too bad for me, but, everybody has a different cup of tea and different flavors. So I would imagine that, that's an option for you. You get a GameCube controller to actually have them back out there and they're actually selling as an option for a controller for the Nintendo Switch. So I think that's awesome. I still have a GameCube controller that I'm able to use, the original purple. So I was excited to pick this up and add that back into the collection. So I just gotta get my connections. I was getting ready to order the cables on Amazon, but I think I still will. I was gonna go in GameStop and look, but I think it's probably be overpriced in there. I'm probably just better off just ordering it, wait a couple days for it to come in. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. So I'll do that, and I think still got a couple games laying around for that. So I'm kind of excited to play that once again. So as far as that's concerned, and right now, that's all we got on $20 Tuesday. This has been another episode of $20 Tuesday. This is the video game voter. This is your boy P City Substance. Until next week, we're gonna spend another $20, and let's see what we add to the collection next week. But until then, go back into my last couple episodes and check out that old content. If you just now subscribing, you're a new subscriber, go check out some of the old content for $20 Tuesdays, and you can see what we added to our collection since the beginning. I believe this is episode 4. So go back. We got 3 more episodes prior to this that you can check out, and you can get up to date with us and be ready for $20 Tuesdays for next week. So it's your boy P City Substance. This is Video Game Votery. This was $20 Tuesdays. Signing out.